having this side girl for almost 15 years of our marriage. I've known about her almost since the beginning. I've known that Kevin is a serial cheat.
Sharina Hudson, getting out of my car with my money. Life is not what you think it is behind the scenes. Trust me. Homegirl is miserable. That's what you get.
Hold on, because this story just took a turn nobody saw coming. After months of silence, whispers, and worry, Wendy Williams is not only stepping back into the spotlight, she's coming back with a fight. And when I say a fight, I mean lawsuits, accusations, and a whole lot of unfinished business. The same woman people thought was down and out is now flipping the script, and this time, she's not holding back. For a long time, fans were asking the same question. Where is Wendy? The once unstoppable queen of daytime talk had disappeared from public view, leaving behind more questions than answers. People were concerned, confused, and honestly, a little heartbroken. But what nobody expected was that behind the scenes, Wendy wasn't just healing, she was preparing.
Don't recommend that you work with your husband, because I made him my manager, and then when I decided to divorce him, he had to be fired. In other words, I made him divorced and unemployed all in one day, having this side girl for almost 15 years of our marriage. I've known about her almost since the beginning. I've known that Kevin is a serial cheat. The first time I found out was while I was pregnant with our son on bed rest. During that time, I gave birth to him. He was in the delivery room. You'll see that play out in the movie. He's passing out cigars, and my wife and I, little Kevin, who's not so little anymore. He's 20 years old. I plotted to divorce Kevin, and I sacrificed a lot of myself to come out successful on the other side.
Because now, the headlines aren't just about her health or her absence, they're about her comeback and the legal storm she's bringing with her. Kevin Hunter and Sharina Hudson, the same names tied to her past pain, are suddenly back in the spotlight too. But this time, the story isn't about what they did to Wendy, it's about what Wendy is doing now. And trust me, this gets messy. To really understand how things reached this point, you have to go back to when everything started falling apart. Wendy Williams wasn't always the woman people saw struggling. She built an empire from nothing. Her voice, her personality, her unfiltered honesty, that's what made her a household name. She wasn't afraid to say what others were thinking, and that boldness turned her into one of the most recognizable figures in entertainment. But behind that success was a personal life that was quietly unraveling.
Less than smart women who moved to the big city with bright lights, and she wanted to be a model. And so you know how the girls with the sparkler champagne bottles at the club, they get people to spend more money, they dress scantily clad and things like that.
Her marriage to Kevin Hunter wasn't just a relationship, it was a business partnership. He wasn't only her husband, he was her manager, her right-hand man, the person deeply involved in every part of her career. For years, people believed they were a power couple, holding everything together behind the scenes. But cracks started to show. Rumors of infidelity followed Kevin for a long time, but Wendy stayed. She stood by him through whispers, scandals, and speculation. From the outside, it looked like loyalty. From the inside, it may have been something much more complicated. Then came the moment that changed everything. Kevin didn't just cheat, he built an entire separate life. His relationship with Sharina Hudson wasn't just a rumor anymore, it became real in the most undeniable way when news broke that he had a child outside of his marriage. That wasn't just betrayal, that was a breaking point. And Wendy? She finally walked away. That divorce wasn't quiet, it wasn't smooth, it was emotional, public, and filled with tension.
Okay, so yesterday, Wayne made me go and visit Wendy Williams.
I made you go.
Everybody was in on
You know
it.
what? I sort of did because I kept saying, did you go? Did you go? Did you go?
And I kept putting it off and putting it off and putting it off.
Yeah.
So I pull up. First, I pulled up to the wrong building.
It's been a minute.
I know.
Yeah.
And I had to walk, but it was okay. And so I get there, I go inside, the door people greet me and and I said, this might be a shot in the dark, sir, but I'm here to visit Wendy. And he shakes his head and he goes, you're a couple of months late.
Wow.
She moved.
Hmm.
And I said, and he goes, yeah, that's all I can tell you. So, I start prying. I'm like, well, did they sell the unit? Is it on the market? Because this was a fabulous duplex.
Mm-hmm.
And the building she was living in, which now I can tell you guys, it was supposed to be a hotel originally.
Mm-hmm.
And then COVID hit and they couldn't, obviously, no one was supposed to be in a hotel, so they sold it. And she told me how much she paid for it. And I was like, that was such a steal. It was beautiful, 2-floor, 3-bedroom unit. So I thank you, sir. And then I go and I look for the other people that, live in the building,
Right.
work in the building.
Start sleuthing.
Yup. And I got my sleuth on. And they said, well, you know what happened? She was getting better. She was coming around. And then she started getting sick again.
Mm.
And because her family's in Florida,
Right.
and people were coming in her circle that they weren't familiar with, and they didn't know, they couldn't get access to her when they wanted, they moved her down to Florida. So she is allegedly down in Florida with her son, recuperating.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we wish her.
We do wish her well.
Yeah.
And Wendy, if you listening, you won. Didn't go into jail for Easter. It was true. Everything you said. I always believed. I always knew. You won. And Kev can't get your money neither. Wendy, the judge shut him down. You can stop now, Wendy. The gig's up.
Wendy didn't just lose a husband, she lost someone who had control over major parts of her life and career. She had to rebuild, not just emotionally, but professionally too. But here's where things get even more complicated. Even after the divorce, Wendy was still financially tied to Kevin. Alimony payments continued, and for a while, it seemed like he was still benefiting from the life they built together. Meanwhile, Sharina Hudson was living comfortably, reportedly enjoying a lifestyle that many believed was still connected to Wendy's success. And that didn't sit right with a lot of people. As time went on, Wendy faced her own struggles, health issues, career setbacks, and eventually stepping away from her show. It all piled up. Fans watched as someone who once seemed unstoppable became increasingly distant from the public eye. That's when the narrative started to shift. Instead of being the one in control, Wendy became the one people were worried about. Stories about her health, her conservatorship, and her limited appearances painted a picture of someone going through a very difficult chapter. And during that time, Kevin and Sharina, they went quiet. No flashy appearances, no public statements, just silence. But here's the twist. While everyone thought Wendy was out of the game, something else was happening behind the scenes. She was watching. She was processing. And now she's responding. Because the main story isn't just about her return. It's about what she's doing now that she's back. Reports have started surfacing that Wendy is taking legal action against both Kevin Hunter and Sharina Hudson. And this isn't something small or symbolic. The accusations are serious, and they cut deep into the past. The claims? That money connected to Wendy, her earnings, her work, her empire, was used in ways that crossed the line. Properties, expenses, and financial decisions are now being questioned. The same lifestyle that once looked glamorous is now under scrutiny, and Wendy is reportedly determined to get answers. What nobody expected was this level of intensity, because this isn't just about money. It's about betrayal, trust, and everything that happened behind closed doors. It's about a woman who feels like she was taken advantage of and now is refusing to stay silent. And the timing, that's what really has people talking. Kevin and Sharina have already been dealing with their own reported financial issues. Lawsuits, debts, and a noticeable shift from their previous lifestyle have been making quiet headlines. The luxury that once surrounded them doesn't seem as solid as it used to be. So when Wendy's legal actions came into the picture, it felt like everything collided at once. Some people are calling it karma. Others are saying it's long overdue. But one thing is clear, this situation is far from simple. What makes it even more intense is how quiet things were before this. There wasn't a build-up, there wasn't a warning. Wendy didn't slowly ease back into the spotlight. She came back with purpose. And people are paying attention, because for the first time in a long time, Wendy isn't being talked about as someone struggling. She's being talked about as someone taking control again. But that doesn't mean the emotional weight of everything she's been through has disappeared. If anything, it makes this moment even more powerful. Imagine going through public heartbreak, losing control over parts of your life, facing health challenges, and then watching the people tied to your pain continue living comfortably. That's not something you just forget. That stays with you.